Here's a test for whether you actually understand something. Can you explain it in a completely different domain? Not in its own language, not using its own terms. In physics, in relationships, in a swimming pool, if you can't, you don't fully have it yet. When you explain something only in its own terms, you're staying inside the map. When you explain it through a different domain, you have to find what's actually true about it, the structure underneath, the thing that isn't bound to any specific language or framework. That's the actual understanding. Physics explained through psychology reveals something about both. The quantum observer problem and the way we observe our own thoughts, the same structure, different domains. Finding that overlap means you've touched something real that neither domain alone could show you. Feynman said if you can't explain something simply, you don't understand it yet. But it's deeper than simplicity. It's about contact with the actual thing rather than its technical clothing. The technical clothing is domain specific, the thing itself isn't. When you can explain quantum entanglement through a conversation between two people, you've stripped the domain, specific clothing, off, and you've found what's actually underneath. That's going wide to go deep. The deeper you go in one domain, the more its language becomes your only language for thinking. Physics thinking in physics terms, psychology thinking in psychology terms. And the thing that might connect them, the insight that lives in the overlap, it becomes invisible. Not because it isn't there, because the specialist's lens only reveals things that fit the domain. The cross-domain thinker isn't shallower than the specialist. They're finding the depth that the specialist's language is hiding. Want to understand physics better? Explain it through relationships. Want to understand relationships better? Find the physics in them. The depth isn't in going further into the tunnel, it's in finding what the tunnel and every other tunnel are made of. You go deeper by going wide.